like I said, she went into foster care. They reached out to a foster family to like come and pick her up from the hospital. This family was like seemingly chosen at random, right? It wasn't, because God was all over this. Her name's Aubrey. She and one of her daughters met my oldest daughter at the hospital to pick Harley up. I didn't have like contact or a visit or anything with Harley for about 3 months after that. When I finally was like allowed to schedule like a video visit while I was in Ada County, I can remember it so vividly. You sit at like this, chair in front of this like computer monitor screen, and then like your visitor pops up on the screen, and then you get to have like a, 30-minute or whatever visit with them. I had spoken to my caseworker like earlier that day, and she said, yeah, I'm going to be at the visit. Like Harley will be in a high chair, and and I was like, okay, I'm ready. So like the screen pops on and I see Harley, and mind you, the last time that I saw her was when I was being arrested and leaving the hospital that day, and her hair had like grown out. She had these beautiful curls and big blue eyes, and she was like so chunky, and she was so happy and so healthy. And I heard this voice like kind of in the background, and I realized that it was her foster mom, Aubrey. And I was like, hey, is that Aubrey there? And she was like, oh my gosh, like is it okay that I'm here for this visit? Like I'll step away if you want me to. And I said, no, like please, can you like come over to the camera? She walked toward the camera, and I saw the way that Harley looked at her, and I knew in that moment, like I can't explain it. I wasn't able to articulate it in that moment, but I knew in that moment that that was Harley's mom. Like what happened in the few months after that was I began to develop this friendship with Aubrey, like the most genuine, authentic friendship that I've ever experienced in my life. This is a woman who didn't want anything from me. Like I had nothing to offer her. She only knew me because of the worst possible scenario that you could ever imagine. And she was caring for my daughter in a way that only a mother can. And she was loving my daughter in a way that only a mom can. She never judged me, and she never said mean things to me. She used to tell me all the time, like, so she met my oldest daughters, and like they would all spend time with Harley. They would like go to the library and stuff. And Aubrey would tell me all the time, she's like, Jamie, your daughters are so amazing. Like, you're an incredible mom. And I know that what happened that day doesn't define you as a mom. And she said, your oldest daughters are proof of the person that you are and the mom that you are. This is a person that like, if there was anybody in this world that like reserved the right to judge me, like it could have been Aubrey. And she never did, never, not one time. So a few months after my arrest, I made the decision to ask Aubrey and her husband, Mike, if they would be willing to adopt Harley.